Could you benefit from building supreme confidence? What would change for you if you played your best when under pressure? What's it costing you to not have the confidence, the poise, and skill to execute when your team needs you most? I've created an exclusive training video designed just for you. I outline the 3 critical keys to building unshakable supreme confidence and dominating under pressure. You'll also find out how you can apply these to your career today so that you can start to speed up your results and follow a predictable system to get you to your goals. Go to IMNOTYOU.com/dominate under pressure. You can go ahead and access that free training in less than 2 minutes. You'll be learning exactly what I teach my high performance professional athletes and clients about what it takes to dominate. Again, IMNOTYOU.com/dominate under pressure.
If you try to get right, then you listen to my dad. He's a beast. And if you don't want to listen to him, okay, you don't want to get successful. If you ain't trying to dominate, man, then go listen to something else.
Welcome, athletes, top performers, and all those looking to gain that killer instinct, that edge you need to dominate in any environment. This is the Sports Motivation Podcast, and I'm your host, Niyi Sobo. I played ball and succeeded at the highest levels, and I'm now committed to showing you how you can accomplish the ambitious goals and visions that you have. This podcast is designed to teach you high-level strategy, not just fluff and hype. This will cut to the core if you let it, and by taking action on the practical and next-level advice I share, you will see results. Expect that. Expect to be more confident. Expect to be more focused. Expect to be more decisive. And expect to be more fearless. Expect to become the leader your vision needs you to become. So listen up, take notes. Let's get to it. Yo, welcome to the Sports Motivation Podcast. It's me, Niyi Sobo. For those of you listening for the first time, you're in for a treat today. I'm going to give you a very powerful exercise to help you change your mindset. All right. Mindset is everything. That's what this podcast is about. I'm not showing you guys how to work out. I'm not giving you nutrition tips. You can find those elsewhere. What I'm preparing you with is the mindset that you need in order to apply these things you learn. The mindset to endure, to have the mental stamina in order to follow through on your habits, on your goals, in order to play at a high level under pressure. All right. So welcome to those listening for the first time. For those of you who are habitual listeners, you're part of the IMNOTYOU squad. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you've already left me a review. If you haven't, go to iTunes, leave a review. Tell me what you think about the podcast so that other people can check it out as well and so that we can keep rocking. All right. So today I'm going to be talking about how to change your beliefs, how to change your mindset in order to accomplish a goal. But before I get into because this word mindset and beliefs are thrown out around a lot. And I want to remind you that at the end of the day, I'm not trying to fool you. All right. Meaning I know you want results. All right. I like results. I love results. And I know you do as well. So everything that I talk about here is not for the sake of just trying to sound fancy or give you some cool little mind hacks or something. I'm trying to help you get what it is that you want to get. And I don't know what that is for you, but I can imagine if you play a sport, you want to play well. You want to dominate. You want to be a leader. You want to be someone that someone looks to. You want to be the one out in front. You want recognition. You don't apologize for that. You want trophies. You want accomplishments. There's nothing in the world wrong with that. There's everything in the world right with that. Now, the reality is that in order to get those, we need to have the proper mindset because beliefs are your mindset. What you believe is true is what your mindset is comprised of, is the way that in which you think, how your beliefs are structured, all right? Those beliefs, it's B.E.A.R, right? Now, I've mentioned this over and over, but if you're listening for the first time, you have to hear this because this is a breakthrough. This is the formula to get all results. Beliefs lead to emotions, meaning what you believe is true leads to how you feel. So if you believe something is true, it feels a certain way to you. That determines your feeling, your beliefs. And once you have your emotions dictate what type of action that you take. If you don't believe me, when you're unmotivated, what type of workouts do you usually have? Not until you change it. Not until you change how you feel. Sometimes you can change how you feel through action. Sometimes it's not that easy. Sometimes you can wire yourself to feel a certain way through your beliefs. All right. So beliefs lead to emotions. Emotions lead to action. Action gets you the results. We know this, correct? So the question always becomes, all right, I'm working hard. I'm taking the right action, but I'm still not getting my results. You're frustrated. You're tired. You're upset. And that's because you have certain beliefs there that are not facilitating long-term success. All right. Now there's some spiritual elements to this. I'm not going to go into those on this episode. Today we'll just deal very practically, meaning like there are some things you're not doing that are contributing to you not getting your results. All right. And so what I want to do is walk you through what I would do with one of my clients. What I do with my clients. This is a very powerful exercise. It's very simple, but it's very powerful, especially when you do it consistently, especially when it leads to action, which is what this will lead to, and I'll show you how, all right? I want to walk you through this exercise. So the first thing that you want to do is we're going to assume that there's some result that you want that you're not getting, and you feel some sort of way about that. You don't have a good emotion about that. You're overwhelmed, you're frustrated, you're upset, whatever. So the first thing you want to say is, what is the situation or the circumstance that you don't like? Meaning, what is the result? Because remember, B.E.A.R. So let's look at the result and say, what is the result that we don't like? So we can reverse engineer and see what's causing that. What is the situation that I don't like? Okay, identify it. Maybe it's that you're not playing at the level that you want to. Maybe you haven't got chosen for the team yet. Maybe it's because your coaches aren't giving you enough playing time. What is the situation? And then the next question is, how does it make you feel? All right. This is where we want to get to the emotion that's behind this result. How does it make you feel? Maybe it makes you feel frustrated. Maybe it makes you feel like you're not good enough. Maybe it makes you feel overwhelmed. What is it that makes you feel? And then you would have to say, what would you have to believe in order to feel this way? So what would you have to believe in order to feel frustrated, overwhelmed, etc.? What would you have to believe? You'd have to believe that, it's never going to happen, that the coaches are out to get me, that maybe I'm not good enough, all these things, right? That's what you would have to believe, true? Now, you don't want to judge yourself while you're doing this because this is just your current reality. It's not the actual reality. It's just your lens, how you're seeing the situation that's making you feel this way. Because a reminder, events don't make you feel anything. Your beliefs are what make you feel things. Your opinions about the events are what make you feel things. All right? So after you've identified the situation, how it makes you feel, what you would have to believe, these are the beliefs that you need to shift. These are the ones that that are at the root of what's causing you this frustration and anxiety, all right? What result is it that you want? What is the result that you do want? We already know what you don't like. You already mentioned that. What result do you want? You want to get more playing time. You want to, what's the result? Identify the result. And then you want to say, how would that result make you feel? That result would make me feel dominant. It would make me feel confident, etc. Right? So now we have identified the core emotion that should drive the actions to get this result. It's almost like a math equation, man. We're plugging and playing. Now we found the core emotions that are going to drive this result. Now we're going deeper and said, what would we have to believe in order to feel that way? So in order to feel confident and dominant, which is what we would feel if we got the result we wanted, what would we have to believe? We'd have to believe that we got the juice. We'd have to believe that we can do it. We'd have to believe that we have all the skills necessary. List out all the beliefs. This is where you get creative. You say, what would I believe if I felt that way? List them out in detail. All right? And then the last step, what would it look like in detail if you really believe these things? Meaning, what would it look like today? What would you do? What would you say? What would you commit to? What would you do differently? I want you to write it out in full detail, almost as if you're describing play by play how you're moving. And this could be in game, this could be out in life, etc. But describe if you if you believed that you did have the juice, that you could do it, that you were destined to be here, that there was nobody on the field better than you, that you put in the work, that you believe in yourself. If you believed all these things, what would that look like? Someone who believed those things, describe in detail what would that look like for you. Now, let me explain what's happening here when you do this. You understand the power of visualization, right? The subconscious is very powerful. It's what drives all of our actions pretty much. Like our conscious mind decides, but our subconscious mind carries out the orders. If you think about it, how much say do you have in how you digest food? Your subconscious mind does that. Have you ever ran upstairs? That's not you consciously running upstairs. Your subconscious mind is carrying out those orders. So subconscious mind is very powerful. And by visualizing, you're programming the subconscious in advance for the results that you want. It's almost like doing the reps. You're practicing so that when it comes time to do it, it's actually already done. And your subconscious mind is much more easy to do it. So when you picture in detail what it would look like if you believe these things, you're visualizing your beliefs. You're making it more easier for you to go out in the world and actually perform this and actually start to take on the beliefs. Because beliefs don't happen overnight. Sometimes they can, depending on the circumstances. But most of the time, it's a gradual process, much like it took for you to develop the beliefs. Just like strengthening a muscle. You must condition it over and over, right? Strengthen it. And you do this by visualizing. That's why it's so important. This last step, you want to visualize in detail what it would look like for you to believe this. What I would do if I were you, I would go through this process and I would write out in detail every day. Try it for 2 weeks straight. Try it for 2 weeks straight. Every single day, write out in detail what it would look like for you that day if you were to believe that. And what you're going to find is that you're going to start doing you're going to start taking those actions because you're going to have the right beliefs, fueling the right emotions, fueling the right actions in order to get your desired result. Now, is it going to happen overnight? No. But you will set yourself up to get your result if you consistently program yourself in this way. I'm not suggesting that you sitting down, writing things out is what's going to accomplish your result. But you know what writing things out will do? Program your mind. And because you know how powerful your mind is, if you program your mind, you'll feel different ways. And because you know the power of emotions, your emotions will fuel different actions. And it will lead to those results. All right? Use them. Do this for 2 weeks straight. Tell me the results you get. Be surprised at how fast you start to change how you believe. Don't say you don't believe it until you try it. All right? Let's go. Thank you for tuning in to the Sports Motivation Podcast. Make sure if you dig in the podcast, go and subscribe so you can always get the latest episodes. I come out with a new episode twice a week on Tuesday and Friday at 3 a.m. Eastern. And make sure you go ahead and rate it and leave me a good review. As always, I appreciate you tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon. Much love. One of the most common questions I get from athletes all the time is this. What is the single best thing I can do to reach my goals? How can I set myself apart from everybody else? Obviously, there are a lot of things, but the one thing that's helped set me apart was having a coach, a mentor, someone to show me the right strategies and how I need to do things specifically to achieve my results. So you could try to do it on your own, but you'll end up making many mistakes that could have been avoided if you had someone guiding you and coaching you along the way. 99% of athletes in the world have expert coaches to show them the things that they can't see. If you want to work with me as your coach, I want you to go to IMNOTYOU.com/SRC and learn more and sign up for a free coaching session. I'll give you 60 minutes of my time for free, and I can teach you some dynamic strategies, plus show you how you can secure me as your sports results coach. All I ask is that you fit in this criteria. You're serious about your sport, you're willing to invest the time and money, and you have clear goals of taking your game to the next level, or some sort of specific results you want to achieve. This is definitely not for everyone, and I have very limited spots available for this. So,
If this applies to you, I want you to take action. Go to IMNOTYOU.com/SRC, and I guarantee you're going to take your game and your career to the next level.